Cats have 9 lives and bitches have 2.
I'm Marielle.
I'm Natalie.
And this is Wind Down After the Bachelor.
Mug edition.
I'm drinking red wine out of an Instagram mug. And Natalie is drinking tea out of the Brat mug.
It's because I have a cold. I might sound a little different, maybe a little deeper.
But she's acting
might be a
drunker
nice
than ever.
change.
Thank God, this was a really good episode. All right.
So we're gonna share our top 3 OMG moments. So Marielle, what was your first OMG moment?
I had so many this week. My first OMG moment was when Christina got the one-on-one date. Natalie and I have just like something about Christina.
I think it's just the way that she talks. Like she kind of talks like this, like
she has little mouth and little back moves, and she has little lips, and her mouth just moves like that.
She just continued to surprise me, and then I started to feel really bad that I had judged her so harshly because her story was profound.
So basically, we're terrible people.
We're terrible people, and who am I to hate on a Russian orphan who... Natalie, it's not funny. That was my first. What was yours?
Oh, I'd have to say that my first OMG moment was at the beginning with the whole Taylor and Corinne situation. Taylor's literally like strutting in, power supermodel strut to go talk to Nick. And the funniest thing was when she barged into his one-on-one date with Corinne. Corinne wasn't even phased. She was just kind of like... But what I thought was really OMG about that moment was when Taylor was basically attacking Nick, and I really, if I was gonna like psychoanalyze this moment, it's almost like Taylor wanted to be the hero. Like she wanted to be the hero for all of the girls in the Bachelor house with Corinne, and it didn't work out for her.
Kind of backfired.
Yeah, and honestly, do you feel like she was sort of like a bully to Corinne?
Yeah, it was like she was trying to fight the bully with bullying.
What was your second OMG moment?
The emo beach date.
Oh my gosh, so many tears.
Emo. It had all my favorite elements. It had a catamaran, a private island, and tequila shots. So how did it go so wrong?
How did it go from tequila to tears?
The drama just carried right over into the nighttime date, and Jasmine was freaking. And when Nick finally calls her over, she tells him she wants to choke him. She tells him over and over and over again. She's like, no, but seriously, like, has anyone ever choked you before? Like, because I would just choke you right now. Should we try it? Should we get down on the ground? Should I choke you? Should I choke you? Because I really want to choke you. I'm like, is this some like weird cross promotion with 50 Shades of Grey? Like, I know they're doing Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I was really ready for her to like whip out the blindfold and the chains and stuff. It was, okay, I have to say this is like my second OMG moment as well because it was too much. Like,
it was a lot.
Does homegirl not know how to feel out the vibe of the situation? Like, if you're sitting next to a guy who's like on the opposite side of the couch as you, and you're telling him 1 second, like, give me attention, I get no time with you, and this is probably what, like the second time you've talked to him, and then all of a sudden you're like, I just really want to choke you, like, I just want to choke you, I want to tackle you, I want to bring you to the ground, and meanwhile he's just sort of like,
and it's like, listen, Jasmine, I get it, okay? Like, I've had those feelings where I'm just like, oh, I'm so attracted.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna rip your clothes off.
Just like, timing is everything, and like, the timing was just wrong. It was just wrong.
Yeah, and you're like, you were literally like crying and upset over, I don't even know what you were.
She went from tears to choking in about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, she was freaking a little bit toward the end, but I really hope that we'll see more of Jasmine in Bachelor Nation. I really do.
Bachelor in Paradise, what up? What was your third OMG moment?
It was revealed that there was a second 2-on-1 date of the season. Holy shit.
It was an odd choice, I would say.
This was the opposite. Like, Corinne and Taylor was like gasoline and flame, and Danielle and Whitney were like banana and avocado.
Yeah.
It was like, you can mix them together, it's still gonna be kind of bland. Part 2 of the OMG was that he sent Danielle home, and I knew he was gonna send her home when she was professing that she's like totally falling in love with him. I'm falling in love with you, and this and that, and that. But there was no music. That's when I knew, because when there's music, it's like the producers try to like evoke emotion, but when there's no music, it's like they're giving you a hint that something's gonna happen.
And he was just so stoic.
He was just like. So you know the moment when the girls are on the date and there's the 2 suitcases and they're all just like hovering in the living room, like waiting to see which suitcase gets removed? It reminded me so much of the Hunger Games when someone dies and you hear the thing go off, so you know someone died, but you don't know who. And then when the helicopter comes and goes down, and it's not until it goes up with the body that you're like, oh my god, it was the girl from District 6.
That is a perfect parallel.
I know that was a loaded OMG moment, but Natalie, did you have another OMG moment?
Yes, I do. So Nick lets Danielle go, and then he is crying, sobbing, and kind of stumbling around outside. I love those random outside stumbling around moments. And then he decides to go into the girls' room, and they're all there. And basically he says, like, you know, I came into this thinking that I would find love, and I don't think I'm gonna find love.
It kind of makes total sense, from a psychological standpoint, you know what I'm saying?
Put on your glasses.
It's interesting how in the teaser for next week they didn't really show anything because they want us to think that Nick might not go ahead with it. So they didn't really tease anything else other than that in the Corinne thing.
Has it ever happened though where a Bachelor hasn't finished a show?
We know he proposes though, because he goes to the wherever the snowy mountain is.
Thank you so much for watching
Wind Down After the Bachelor. Leave a comment down below letting us know what your favorite moments were for this episode and what you hope to see next week.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers.
I don't know why I laughed. Cut that out.
Definitely leaving it in.